Hari Om and welcome to all the divine Atmajyotis to today's Bhagavad Gita Satsang. Currently, we are looking at the divine qualities that are in every one of us. However, it is you and I who have to bring out those divine qualities in our day-to-day actions. So here, therefore, Sri Krishna has given 24 such qualities that are inherent in each one of us. And by contemplating on each of the quality, what it means, we can look into how we can bring it out. What kind of a situation and what can I bring out? Yeah, that's the fundamental pointer that Sri Krishna is giving. So far, we have seen the first three qualities: abhayaṁ, fearlessness; sattva-sanśhuddhir, purity of heart and mind; then jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ, steadfastness in higher knowledge. So these three we have seen so far. Today, let us continue. The next quality that Sri Krishna mentions is svādhyāyaḥ, svādhyāya. So swa, learning about self. In fact, that is what svādhyāya means. Here, the meaning is also given as study of scriptures. And our scriptures are essentially study of your own self. So, this is the meaning of the word svādhyāya. So, who would like to now share what it means to you and how do you relate to this and how do you think you can use in your day-to-day situations? That is the question. So what this particular quality means to you, how do you relate to this in your own situations, and how do you think you can use this? That is the focus. Who would like to go first? Sanvi, can I request you to start?
Ji.
Svādhyāya. What does this svādhyāya mean to you?
Ji, it's written study of scripture. So like the more we study about our roots, like our traditions, the more we can connect with God. That is what I feel.
That is what you feel, okay?
Yeah.
And have you been doing any such study of scriptures? Are you doing svādhyāya?
Ji, I do learn lot of shlokas, like probably new shlokas every month. And I study about how it was composed and all. So then like I read lot of storybooks related to our culture.
So all that falls under svādhyāya for you, is it?
Yes, Ji.
What do you think about Bhagavad Gita?
Ji, this is Bhagavad Gita is also a study of scriptures. It's basically you study the shlokas also by chanting shlokas, and then you can relate to each shloka's meaning, and then you try to understand it. So the more you try to understand, the more you can find out about yourself.
That is what you see, is it?
Yes, Ji.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Hari Om Akshat, welcome.
Hari Om Ji.
Hari Om. So we are contemplating on the divine qualities that is present inherently in each one of us. So till now, in the last session, we contemplated the first three. Today we have taken up svādhyāya. So just now you may have heard Sanvi ji share her view on what is svādhyāya. Does anyone else have any other viewpoint? And you can also type in the chat and let me know. So, Diya, Disha, you can also type in the chat and you can let me know. Yes, Likit, go ahead.
Ji, according to me, svādhyāya means study about the ancient philosophies, Ji.
Study of ancient philosophies. Okay. Can you go a little deeper? What do you mean by ancient and what do you mean by philosophy?
When you study ancient philosophy and understand the moral, what they are trying to convey.
That is svādhyāya. Okay.
Yes,
What does ancient itself mean to you? So, for example, a book written one year back, is it ancient? Or is a book written 10 years back? Is that ancient? What is ancient for you?
Ji, ancient is old.
Old. How old? When does a book become ancient according to you?
Ji, when it is like belonging to a period of history, like 1,000 years back at the past.
Okay, so as an example, if let's say a book is written, say a year back, would it not be considered as scripture?
No, Ji, something which is like created, which stays in the history.
Okay, so how old it has to be? 1,000?
Yes, Ji, start.
Okay, so if a book is written 1,000 years back and if it is still continuing, you would call it as scripture, is it?
Yes, Ji.
Then most of the history that we learn in school, where they talk about Bronze Age, Iron Age, and Inquisition of some king, say for example Alexander. So they also are very ancient. So would that be then scripture?
Maybe yes, Ji.
Maybe yes. Okay, all right. So you're not very certain.
Yes, Ji.
Okay, so let's examine ancient. Then you also mentioned about philosophy. What do you understand? What is philosophy?
Ji, philosophy means when the
It's a very good way of describing. Therefore, I wanted to know what is your understanding or what do you think of philosophy? Whatever
Ji,
you
according to me, philosophy means the idea which we believe.
the idea that we believe. Okay, all right. So if I believe in the idea that I'm just giving you an example, silly example. If I believe that elephants can fly, they have wings, and there are some elephants which can fly. If I believe, would that be philosophy?
No, Ji.
Then what makes a belief a philosophy then?
Universal truth.
Universal truth. Okay. Now you also said I have to believe. So does something only by belief become philosophy?
Like when you trust, it will to believe become a philosophy.
When I trust. But okay, again, to continue the silly example, I trust that elephants can fly. And I trust that elephants do fly. Then does it become philosophy?
No, Ji.
Then what makes something a philosophy and something not a philosophy? All right. So we'll examine ancient philosophy. Two words you used. All right. Let's Hariom Naksh. Welcome.
Hariom, sir.
Hariom. So we're contemplating on what is svādhyāya. And Likit, you would have heard what Likit was stating. Thank you very much, Likit, for bringing that viewpoint. Does
Yes.
anyone have an understanding, or do you want to say what do you understand by ancient and philosophy? Likit said scripture means something that is ancient and philosophy is a scripture. So what is ancient and what is philosophy according to you? Who would like to share your view? What is ancient and what is philosophy for you? Or you can also say what is scripture. Yes, Naksh, please go ahead.
Ancient means it's very old.
I asked the same question. How old? Is 1 year back old, or 10
No.
years back old, or 100 years back old? What is your understanding of
5,000
old?
years back old.
What?
10,000 years old.
1,000. Okay, if something is 1,000 years back, it is old for you, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Very old. Very old.
Very old. Okay. As an example, in your history book, you learn about Bronze Age, Iron Age. They're many 1,000 years old, and also you talk about kings like Alexander and all. So does it become ancient?
No.
No. Yes or no?
No.
No. Then what is ancient according to you? You said 1,000. These also are 1,000 years old, or more than that. Then what makes it ancient?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. So we'll examine that. Then do you want to share what is philosophy for you?
I don't know that one.
Don't know that also. Okay, all right. Does anyone else want to share? Akshat, do you have any comment on what is scripture for you?
The ancient sayings Vedas.
Can you come closer? I am not able to hear you clearly.
The ancient sayings in Vedas.
Ancient sayings. Okay, you are also using the word ancient. What makes something ancient for you? Is 1 year old ancient, a 10-year-old, or 100-year-old, or 1,000-year-old? When does something become ancient?
Very old.
What is very old for you?
Things happened before.
So before you are born, if it has happened, it is old for you. Is it very old?
It is old, but it's not ancient.
So when does something become ancient?
Maybe like the Harappan civilization is the ancient.
Harappan civilization is ancient, okay?
Very old thing.
Okay. So if something has happened in the Harappan civilization, would it be called as ancient?
It could be called as ancient happening.
Sorry?
It could be called as an ancient happening.
It could be called as ancient. So to be called as a scripture, first of all, it has to be ancient. And according to you, ancient is something before or equivalent of Harappan, is it?
No, not equivalent, like, but very old. Maybe some before 500 to 1,000 years.
Okay, so only when it has happened 5,000 years back is it old?
Not like that exactly. Not, I'm not telling. Like maybe more than some 1,000 years.
Okay, maybe 1,000 years old. Okay, all right. No, the reason I'm asking all this question is we use the word ancient, but now see we are struggling to define the ancient in terms of time. We have a notion, oh, ancient, very old. But how old, if I ask the question, some of us may have the answer of, oh, if it is older than 100 years, it is ancient. Some may say 1,000 years, some may say 5,000 years. So that is one example, okay? Then we will examine that. What is a scripture? What makes a scripture a scripture? So one is, you said ancient. What else makes it a scripture?
The sayings in that, or the things are written in that. Because in the modern world, I don't think there are many people that intelligent who could have written that.
That is what you think. Okay, all right. So, okay, let me ask this question to you. Do you know Ramana Maharshi?
Yes, Ji.
Okay. Have you visited his ashram?
No.
Okay. Now, Ramana Maharshi has written a book called as Upadesha Saram.
Yes.
Ramana Maharshi used to live in the beginning part of last century. Okay. He's not very old, maybe say some 100, yeah, around that years old. Okay. And he wrote a book called Upadesha Saram. Now, would Upadesha Saram become a scripture or not?
It's tough to say.
Tough to say. Okay, all right. Let's go a little more deeper then. Okay, I see that Raghavi also has joined. Hariom Raghavi. Are you there, Raghavi? Okay, so maybe Raghavi's internet is still connecting. Okay, so does Diya Disha have anything to say on this? Through chat also you can say. Or anybody else? Anybody else also can say. Vivan. Even Sanvi can say. What is scripture for you? What is ancient for you? Do you agree with that definition? Ancient philosophy. It has to be ancient philosophy. Then only it is a scripture. Is that the definition you also have, Sanvi?
Yes.
Yes? Is it a yes? Did I hear a yes?
Yes, Ji.
So now Upadesha Saram is not a scripture then?
Ji, I don't know.
All right. Okay, very good. So I'm asking all these questions so that, we become clear about what it means. Now, Diya Disha are saying in the chat, scriptures are ancient traditional texts written by sages or gods. Okay. So let's first of all understand what is scripture. Scripture means that which contains sayings of truth is a scripture. So what it means? It must contain something which is true. True means what? That which does not change from time to time, place to place, person to person. Such insights about existence itself can be called as a scripture. As a simple example, in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Arjuna, why are you crying? Change is the very nature of life. That is the sentence that Sri Krishna has said. Change is the very nature of life. Now, is that sentence true only for Arjuna during Mahabharata time? Or is it true even today, Likith?
Yes, Ji.
Is the sentence that change is the very nature of life, is that sentence correct only during Mahabharata many thousand years back, or is it correct even today?
So, Ji, it's even correct today if you properly use it in your daily life.
No, not just about properly using. Please answer the question about is the sentence. What is the sentence? Change is the nature of life. Is that sentence true even today? Yes or no?
Yes, Ji.
It is true.
Yes, Ji.
Akshat, do you agree? Do you agree?
Yes, Ji.
Okay. How about Vivan? Do you agree, Vivan?
Yes, Ji.
Okay. Now you see, each one of us is able to examine that sentence and say, yeah, it is correct. It is true. What Sri Krishna said many thousand years back, how many thousand years back? Nobody really knows exactly. Some estimate it to be more than some 5,000 years back. But time is not important. What he said, that particular statement is true that day also, is true today also. So a scripture is something that contains statements of truth. That is the first characteristic of a scripture. It does not matter how old it is or how new it is. As an example, that's why I asked you the question, is Upadeshasaram a scripture? Very much. Why? Because the sentences there, what has been written there, what Ramana Maharshi has told there is very much true. Even when Ramana Maharshi was saying, even today, it is true. And it will continue to be true, whatever Ramana Maharshi has said in Upadeshasaram. Like that, when any great master realizes a certain truth about existence, truth about nature of life, truth about you, truth about God, and what they mention is a scripture. So in that sense, ultimately, scripture is not necessarily time dependent, but many of them are called ancient because the sentence or the truth itself is never old. What Sri Krishna said 5,000 years back is relevant even today. So therefore, in that sense, yes, ancient is correct, but doesn't necessarily have to be written 1,000 years back. Even today, when you also discover a truth, it is in that sense same truth that would have been mentioned in the Vedas, Upanishads, our Puranas, Bhagavad Gita, Upadeshasaram. So like that, all these are scriptures in the sense that they all contain statements of truth. Is that clear to Sanvi, first of all?
Yes.
Likith, is that clear to you?
Yes, Ji.
Akshat? Yes, go ahead, Akshat.
If we discover something new and that is already given in the scriptures, then you cannot consider it to be a scripture because it is already a scripture.
Exactly. So
So it
therefore,
is not a thing. It is
what
already
I'm saying
told,
is
Ji.
your discovery is connecting to what has already been said. Not that your statement will become a scripture, but what you are essentially discovering is, oh, it's the same truth that is already mentioned there. So in that sense, there is no necessarily new truth that anybody discovers. It is there in the scriptures. Sometimes I may understand it, sometimes I may not understand it. Sometimes when I, as an example, for the first time you eat mango, you say, oh, mango is very sweet. I discovered mango is very sweet, very sweet. Then somebody comes along and says that I have been eating mangoes for 100 years now, or so many years now. I know mango is sweet. So it doesn't mean that what you discovered is incorrect. They also have already discovered it. So that is how it is. I did not say that your sentence will become a scripture. I said your sentence will then match with what the scripture is saying. Is that clear?
Okay.
Wonderful. So that's the first thing. Why I should study scripture, or why anyone should study scripture? Because of what it contains. What it contains? Truth. Truth about what? Truth about how life functions. Truth about you, your true self. Truth means something that doesn't change. See, in life, when you learn lies, or when you live your life through lies, it can create a lot of anxiety, isn't it? As an example, if let's say I have lied about something to, say, my friend or my parents or to someone I know, I constantly have to worry about it. Oh, if they find out, I'm going to be caught. Like that, the worry will always be there. A lie makes the mind go a little crazy, disturbed. Whereas the truth doesn't matter. You said it, you'll be very peaceful. Even if somebody comes and asks you, and if you have to repeat it, you'll be very peaceful. Why? The nature of truth is like that. So when you learn the scriptures, it'll help you to realize those divine qualities, that peaceful nature of your own self. Therefore, it is actually named as svādhyāya, learning about my own true natures, like how Sri Krishna is prompting us here. Look, all these divine qualities are already there within you. And by prompting them, Sri Krishna is helping you and me to realize them, to go deeper in them, to bring it out in our day-to-day practice. All right? So, are there any questions on Svādhyāya? Does anyone have any other questions on Svādhyāya? Hari Om Shreyas.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om.
My internet wasn't working, so I couldn't join.
No issues, no issues. Please participate now.
Yes.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om Raghaviji. You have any question, Raghavi?
No, Vijayji. Everything's clear.
Okay, so can you summarize what you understood by Svādhyāya?
Vijayji understood. I really understood that scriptures can be anything that contains the truth, and truth is something that doesn't keep changing. So it's important for us to know the truth and study all these scriptures as it will help us discover ourselves as well.
Correct. So that's why the status of scripture is given to those which are written by realized masters. So Prabhuji also has written several books. Though from a time standpoint, the book may have been published very recently, but what it contains is nothing but what is already there in the Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita. So in that sense, when a divine master gives something, it becomes a scripture, because they are speaking not out of a individual limited way of looking at life. They are speaking from the universal viewpoint. Yeah, very nice. So let's take the next quality, tapaḥ. Tapaḥ means austerity or self-discipline. So what does it mean to you, tapaḥ? How do you connect to the word tapaḥ, this quality? And how do you practice this? Is this something that you practice? You may have heard in the stories. As an example, in the story of Hiranyakashipu and Prahlada, Hiranyakashipu did a severe tapas, a very deep tapas for many, many years to get the blessings of the divine. So like that, you in many stories you may have heard the word tapas. What does tapaḥ or the tapa mean to you is the question. Who would like to share? What does tapa mean to you? Self-discipline. Do you have it, Akshat? Do you have that quality? Self-discipline, tapaḥ? Sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. Can you come again?
Not really. I don't have that.
You don't have it?
No, No, Ji. I'll be running one time this thing I do, time I'll be doing that thing. I won't be fixed with a thing.
You don't be fixed.
Unless I have a fixed time that others put.
That others put. Okay, all right. Very nice.
Like for school, I cannot do it on my own time.
Okay, only when the school says you have to come here by 9 o'clock, you go there.
Like taekwondo class.
Like that. Okay, all right. Let's understand. Shreyas, what do you think? What is tapaha mean to you?
Guruji, I didn't get the point. Like tapaḥ.
Does the word tapa or tapas, what does the tapas mean to you? In the stories you might have heard, no? Tapas.
Like meditation.
Like meditation is what you think of tapa is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about Likit? Do you have any understanding of the word tapa? Or what do you understand by the quality tapa or tapas?
Yes, Ji. According to me, tapas meaning it's a deep meditation. Like you spend you chant these slokas to get the powers or to see God, like indirectly.
Okay, to you chanting something to get some power. Okay,
Yes,
very
not
nice.
only power, Ji, to get the auspicious.
Get the blessings. Okay.
Yes, Ji.
What does tapa mean to Diya and Disha? You can also type Naksh. Sanvi, do you have any understanding of tapas?
See, for me, tapaha means like self-discipline. If you keep a strict discipline timetable, and you keep following it, you'll be able to control your monkey mind.
Okay. So, do you have that quality of tapa?
No, Ji.
No? Okay. All right. But every day morning you wake up early and get ready and go to your shuttle badminton. Would that be tapa or not?
Yes, Ji. But then I do a lot of things which are also not self-discipline, like studying or doing homework on time.
But there are some things for which, for example, your badminton, because you like badminton, I'm asking that question. You get up and you get ready and then you go there, right?
Yes, Ji.
That too early in the morning.
Yes, Ji.
And you play at least for hour and a half and do all the practices necessary for that, correct?
Yes, Ji.
So in the topic of shuttle badminton, is it okay to say you have the quality of the tapa? Are you doing a tapas on shuttle badminton?
Yes, Ji.
Maybe when it comes to homework, which homework is the least interesting to you?
Ji, physics.
Physics. When the teacher has given a lot of physics homework, that is when all your tapa is broken.
Yes, Ji.
Okay. But badminton, it is full on, correct?
Yes, Ji.
Okay. So, how does Raghavi see tapas? What is tapa?
Vijayji, even I see tapa is self-discipline, and I think self-discipline is basic. According to me, self-discipline is making commitment and then sticking to that commitment. It's like making a promise to yourself.
Excellent.
So every single time you break the promise, it just makes a bad cycle and it becomes a bad habit.
Excellent. Correct. So tapa or austerity or self-discipline, what it means is, depending upon what you are seeking, keeping your mind focused on that and working towards that. And that may require you to give up other things. As a simple example, if let's say you have to prepare for a very important exam and you have another week, then you have to give up your TV watching, chatting with your friends, or eating a lot and sleeping. You have to give up all that. So, which means you have to live a life which requires you to have discipline. Oh, I cannot eat all of that. I cannot unnecessarily eat and feel like sleepy. So I have to give up. So I have to feel what is important, right? So that discipline I have to have. Then I have to have the commitment towards whatever that is important, and make sure that I put my 100%. So all of these are the quality of the tapas. Like that, when the internal feeling towards realizing the truth, towards realizing the divine becomes very intense, then all the activities, for example, in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna has said how you and I can do whatever you and I are doing as an activity towards realizing the divine. Even when we are speaking, so the speech itself, if I can offer it as, okay, how can this speech be valuable to the other person? So like that, I can do a tapa in every activity towards realizing the divine, towards realizing my own divine nature. So tapa in the sense of wanting something, when I want to gain something, when I give up other things to focus on that. So that can be called as tapa. In the manner of realizing towards realizing the divine within you, then every activity, I pay attention to what I'm speaking. Oh, is my speech hurting someone? Oh, is my action hurting someone? Through my speech, what is the best I can offer to someone? Through my action, what is the best I can offer to someone? So like that, I can live a life of complete tapa, meaning to help others. So all these are various shades of tapa, or the quality of tapa within you. Any question, anybody? Before we go on to the last one for today, dhamma. Any question on tapa? All right. So if there are no more questions, then dhamma, control over the senses. What does control over the senses? What does this quality mean to you? Who would like to share? What do you understand by yes, Akshat?
Like whatever you see, you don't go behind that.
Excellent.
Whatever you hear, you don't believe. I don't believe that is true. Like that is the control of senses.
Very nice. Very good.
Like not going for everything that you come to know from the five senses.
Wonderful. Anybody else wants to share? What is dhamma, control over the senses, mean to you? Naksh, Vivan, does dhamma mean anything to you? Yes, Vivan.
So dhamma means like control over the senses, means like if you hear something, for example, a mango tastes good, so you have to keep control and not listen to others if they're speaking a lot.
So control over the senses. You gave the example of mango. And then
yes.
How is that dhamma?
Means you have to control yourself.
Oh, rather than indulging in eating, overeating. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Very nice. And what is the example that you are giving now about others may be talking. What is that example?
Which one?
After the mango example, you gave one another example, no?
Yeah.
What is that example?
Example, your friend buys a new toy. Then if you see him and you also want the same toy, like that, you have to stop yourself from buying that same toy, because you have to keep control.
Very nice. So your eyes may bring you some image, some object. So, okay, whatever your eye sees, you cannot say, oh, I want it. Whatever your ears hear, you cannot say, I want it. So like that, having a control over your senses, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Wonderful. How about Shreyas? What does Shreyas think about Dhamma?
It means control over the senses, and it basically means that if we have a craving of someone, if something, and if someone is like, and we should control the senses and not go through it. Wait a second.
So whatever your senses prompt you to
Means,
do,
yeah,
you
and
don't
you should not do that.
Okay.
We should control it and not let us control us.
Not let the senses control you, but you should be able to guide the senses.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Very nice example. Does Sanvi have any other point to share about Dhamma?
I feel tapa and dama are related.
Okay.
So basically, if you follow self-discipline, which is tapa, you'll eventually get dama. You'll get control over the senses.
Very nice.
So tapa leads to dama, basically.
Is how you are seeing.
Yes, Ji.
Okay, very good. Raghavi?
Vijayji literally had the same point.
You also have the same point.
Yeah. And then for an example, I thought about the tongue as a sense, because the tongue, it's not only about controlling your food and your, suppose you're craving for food, but it also means the words that come out of your mouth. Because you have to control your words. You can't just go, if you feel something and it's not very nice to tell, you can't just go and abruptly tell that, because it won't only hurt them, but it'll ultimately also hurt you. So I think controlling your tongue is one of the most important of all the senses.
Very nice. Very nice. Excellent. So you have the power to use your senses, but not get used by your senses. Like how all of you said, to be used by your senses means your sense of smell may bring some food smell. Every time a food smell comes, if you want to go and indulge, then it may lead to upset stomach. Or every time your eyes will say, oh, let me go and watch that video or that movie or whatever, mobile. So because, the pleasure of seeing something. So if you simply go, be used by your senses, then it is going to lead to your own downfall, isn't it? So Dhamma is, you have the power to guide your senses. So you can guide your sense. Okay, the smell is coming, but you can use the control. Okay, so right now let the smell come, but I am not going to indulge in it. So developing that control over the senses, that quality is within you. How to navigate? Think of your senses. That's why Bhagavad Gita, you all may have seen this this particular picture of Krishna and Arjuna, where Krishna and Arjuna are in this chariot, okay, containing 5 horses. So the 5 horses are actually representation of your 5 senses. And if you see here, Sri Krishna is the charioteer. So when you realize the message of Bhagavad Gita, already I told you, Bhagavad Gita is nothing but statements of truth given by Sri Krishna as a Sadguru. So when you realize, then your intellect, meaning your buddhi, your decision making will be based on what Sri Krishna's teaching is, or in other words, based on the truth. Then you are in control of your senses. Your sense may say, let me eat. Then with the intellect that is purified by the knowledge of Sri Krishna, you will know, am I truly hungry? Am I feeling hunger? Or is it simply for sense gratification? Then you will make the right decision. If I'm hungry, then I will eat. If I'm thirsty, then I will drink. Only when I've completed my today's whatever the work that I planned, will I go and see some video like that. I can then guide my senses. Otherwise, I get pulled in all directions. That's why the senses are represented in the chariot as the horses. If let's say the charioteer is not controlling the horses, each of the horse can run in any direction. Imagine the status of the chariot. If let's say all the horses, each of the horse goes in its own direction, then what happens to the chariot? Like that, if you want to indulge in every little thing that your senses prompt you to, then what happens to you, your body, your mind? Like that, it is about dhamma, means I am able to control my senses. When I need, I will eat. Not simply whenever my tongue prompts me or my smell, my nose prompts me. Like that is dhamma. All right. So with this, let's stop at these discussion of these qualities. So now, like this, so far we have contemplated on 6 qualities. So I would again prompt all of you to go through the remaining. There are 24 qualities. Go through the remaining. Start making some notes. Think about it by yourself. And from next session, at the end of our next shloka learning, we will now go to the next shloka learning from next session. At the end, for 5 minutes, we will contemplate like this 3 qualities. All right. But I would like you, all of you, to make notes. Think about what that quality. For example, ārjavam, honesty. What does honesty mean? Think about it. Examine around you. Who is honest? When do I want to call something as honest? What kind of qualities I should have to call myself as a very honest person or straightforward? What does it mean? So like that, put yourself that question. Think about it. Examine around you. All right? And in our next session, after learning the next shloka, last 5 minutes we'll use for next 3 qualities. Like that, over the next few shlokas, we would learn all the other divine qualities. Okay? So before I close, any questions, anybody? Does anyone have any questions? All right. If there are no more questions, I would like to end our today's session. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.